So it looks like I'm live. It looks like I'm live. I've got a little bit of an echo. Hopefully you can see me. I'm going to have a little bit of fun tonight. I'm actually in the bathroom that I'm redoing. Hey, babe, can you check on your phone real quick and see if you see me twice on your phone or your iPad or something that's streaming Facebook? So you can see, like, you can see the dresser down here. You can see me up here. Awesome, awesome. So it's working. So we got it worked out. So I actually got my iPad over here, and I've got me right here. You're probably going to hear a little bit of feedback. Let me turn this down so you're not. I think we can turn the volume down on that. Maybe. Anyway, so hopefully the feedback won't be too annoying. Going to hear a little bit of echo in the background that's coming off my iPad. But I wanted to do this live really quick because this is my project. This is the dresser that I'm working on here that you can see, and I wanted to show it to you. Somebody just jumped on board. I think I can't tell, but again, my name is Forrest Knight. I'm a social media marketing strategist and a crafty dude. Wanted to show you some of the stuff that I'm using to redo this dresser, actually turning it into a vanity, which is very, very neat. Some of the tools that are required. I'm actually using an oil-based paint. I'm using a Behr paint. It's called an oil gloss. If you can see this here, right, the oil gloss. You can see it over here. I'm using an oil gloss, oil semi-gloss paint. Of course, got my can opener. I'm actually to actually make brushes for oil, so I'm using a brush that's designed for oil, which is actually this one. I've got a bucket here that I'm going to put my brush in for cleanup, and I'm using mineral spirits to clean stuff up, which is a little bit. I'm looking over here, looking over there. The mineral spirits, of course. Which is a little bit safer in terms of cleaning stuff up versus like using an acetone or something like that. So got the brush ready to go, got the bucket for cleanup ready to go, got my paint here. So we're actually going to shake this bad boy up a little bit. We're going to get it going. Hopefully the feedback or the echo on the other camera isn't too much. Then I've just got a box of sort of paper towel raggy things I use for cleaning up kits to get a little bit of stuff on the deal there. Let's move this stuff out of the way. I want to show you how this gets all done. We don't need the new brush. We don't need that bucket. And this is going to be actually coat number 3. So what I do as I go through this, I took some of the old paint off the dresser top here, and I'm starting to put some oil-based paint on it. As I go through, it gets a little bit bumps in it and dirt. So what I use to clean it off, should have had this prepped, is steel wool. And this steel wool can come in single aught, double aught, quadruple aught, whatever. And I'm actually using a double aught steel wool on this. Basically what that means is 2 zeros. You can see this particular one here has 1 0 in the front, and you can go all the way up to 4 aughts, which is really, really fine. And it helps take a lot of the bumps out versus using sandpaper. And I would just work on the top here to get the bumps out with this. And of course I use a rag to get the dust off, and I'm going to do this. So this is actually going to be coat number 3 that I'm putting on this, and I'll let that dry. And it takes about 24 hours for it to dry. So once that's dry, I'll come back and I'll buff that all, and it's going to be just coat after coat after coat till it's just stupid, crazy, wet, glossy look. And then when it's completely dried up, what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to put a high gloss polyurethane on the top to make it just really protect it from fingerprints and toothpaste and all that kind of stuff, because we've got some really cool glass bowls that are going to go up. Okay, now I got to show you the glass bowls because they're really cool. They're actually sitting back here in the back. So this is one of the glass bowls you can see here. Very, very neat. And I'm going to set one on each end of the dresser. It's going to sit up here. And of course, I've got all the plumbing that's going to go down through, and I've got to retrofit. You can see how pretty that is. See how cool that is. Very, very neat. Very, very pretty glass bowl that's going to go up there on the top. And I've got 2 of those, one for each end. They're going to sit about 36 inches apart on center. The entire dresser is about 61 inches end to end. It's got 9 drawers in it. So we'll be retrofitting the doors to go under that, which is going to be very, very cool and very, very neat opportunity there. So I'm going to go ahead and open this bad boy up. If you're like, is this guy actually doing this? Yeah, I want to show it to you. It's not hard. It just takes time. And of course, I've got to get some ventilation going here. I'm going to have to open up a window. So you want to do this in a very well ventilated space, unless you just really like getting stoned out of your mind. So you got to make sure you use a lot of ventilation. And I've actually got a really big window right up here above my head that I'm actually going to open up. Get some ventilation, get some good breeze going in here. And I'll just start from the one side and work my way across. Myself a little bit of open room so I don't make a mess. And I'm just going to work myself around here. If you guys can still see me here, I've got a work light behind me, but I just take a little bit here, not do a lot, and I just start working myself across the top. And I just do straight line strokes. Of course, I do the edge. And I'm just going to work myself across the dresser here. It's amazing how dog hair seem to just follow me everywhere I go. And if you do get any kind of hair or any kind of little junk that happens, particles or anything like that, I would typically do this in like a controlled area. If I was going to do this professionally, like in a paint booth or something, I'd have more of a controlled area that I could actually spray it. And I would use a sprayer to spray it on. And in a sprayer, because this is really thick, you'd have to thin it out with some mineral spirits or some acetone in the sprayer. And you spray it and you can adjust it. I sprayed our dining room table. Put about 6 coats on that with a sprayer, and it looks like gloss. We paid $40 for the table, and it looks like about $1 million now. So very, very cool opportunity there if you're into finishing stuff. So I'm just going to work my way through this stuff. I want to give you guys a really cool weekend project update that I'm working on. Something that you see I don't do marketing all the time. I actually do stuff like this to give myself a break, and sort of enjoy life and have some stuff. And this project is going to be so cool. It's actually going to go. You can see the plumbing behind me. And the wall is over here on the bathroom. It's actually going to go up. I've got the electrical ran. We're going to be really cool 24 by, it's going to be like a 30 by 48 mirror that's going to go across and put some really cool lights up on the back. This is the area that's going to go back in. And of course, we'll get that all set up and plumbed out for you and show you how it looks when we're all done. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to finish up this project. I'm going to get another coat of oil stain on here. Have fun, enjoy stuff. Like I said, I don't do marketing 24/7, 365. I actually have handyman projects I like to do too. So takes the stress off, takes the edge off. Appreciate you hanging out with me. If you decide to do a home project, I learned how to do this stuff on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's pretty amazing. You can learn a lot watching YouTube videos. Can't wait to do one of those resin. I want to do a resin table. Those are going to be so cool. Definitely going to have a lot of ventilation to do a resin table. So I think that's going to be an exciting project to maybe get an old piece of wood and figure out how to do a really cool resin top table or resin something or other with resin, something really neat. So I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing to do about it. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact. Finish this freaking vanity. I'll see you later. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.